morning, children. Welcome back to our science class. Today's class, you will have one common topic, that is soil erosion and conservation. Soil erosion and conservation. மண் அரிமானம், மண் கன்சர்வேஷன், மண் அரிமானம் ஏற்படாமல் மண் வளத்தை எப்படி பாதுகாப்பது. ஓகே, சாயில் எரோஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது மண் அரிமானம், கன்சர்வேஷன் அப்படிங்கிறது பாதுகாப்பு. இரண்டையும் நம்ம என்ன செய்ய போகிறோம், பார்க்க போகிறோம். ஓகே, நவ் லிசன். சாயில் எரோஷன், வாட் இஸ் சாயில் எரோஷன் அப்படின்னா, மண் அரிமானம் அப்படிங்கிறது என்ன அப்படின்னா, சாயில் எரோஷன் வந்து takes place when the uppermost layer of the soil gets carried away by natural agents like wind, rain, then floods. Okay, listen. Deforestation, blowing, overgrazing by animals, these all increase soil erosion. What is called soil erosion? The process of carrying away of topsoil from one place to another by wind, rain, flowing water. Okay, so that the soil erosion takes place when the uppermost layer of the soil gets carried away அடித்து செல்லப்படுகிறது by natural agents, that is wind, rain and also floods. That is soil erosion. Okay, children. Now you see, soil erosion by wind, soil erosion by water, soil erosion by human activities. காற்றின் மூலமாக மண் அரிமானம் ஏற்படுகிறது, தண்ணீரின் மூலமாக மண் அரிமானம் ஏற்படுகிறது, மனிதர்களின் செயல்களால் மண் அரிமானம் ஏற்படுகிறது. ஓகே, சாயில் இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த மோஸ்ட் வேல்யூபிள் நேச்சுரல் ரிசோர்ஸஸ். எஸ், இது வந்து ஒரு நேச்சுரல் ரிசோர்ஸ், இயற்கை வளம். மண் என்பது ஒரு விலை மதிப்புமிக்க இயற்கை வளங்களுள் ஒன்று. That it is the topmost layer of the earth. It is the topmost layers of the earth's crust. Okay, soil is the topmost layer of the earth's crust. Then it consists of a mixture of minute particles of rocks, minerals, dust and remains of dead plants and animals. Then it also contains air and water. இந்த சாயில் வந்து இதில் வந்து மிக்சர் ஆஃப் மைன்யூட் பார்ட்டிகிள்ஸ் ஆஃப் ராக்ஸ், சின்ன சின்ன ராக்ஸ் பார்ட்டிகிள்ஸ் இருக்கும், மினரல்ஸ் இருக்கும், டஸ்ட் இருக்கும், அண்ட் தென் ரிமைன்ஸ் ஆஃப் டெட் பிளான்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் அனிமல்ஸ், அதாவது இறந்த தாவரங்கள் மற்றும் விலங்குகளுடைய மீதமுள்ள கழிவுகள் எல்லாமே இதில் என்ன செய்யும், இருக்கும். தென் கண்டென்ஸ் ஏர் அண்ட் ஆல்சோ வாட்டர். சாயில் இஸ் வெரி யூஸ்ஃபுல் ஃபார் ஆல் லிவிங் திங்ஸ். Soil is very useful for all living things. In fact, life on land depends on soil. Yes, life கூட எதை டிபெண்ட் பண்ணி இருக்குது அப்படின்னா சாயில் டிபெண்ட் பண்ணி இருக்கு. ஓகே, இட் சப்போர்ட்ஸ் த growth of plants. Already we know, yes, soil supports the growth of plants. Then we all are dependent on plants, yes, for our basic needs. For example, food. Okay, we can take food, then clothing, then shelter. Okay, then soil is also the home. Moreover, soil is the home for many organisms. For example, bacteria, fungi, birds, insects, then worms. Okay, children. So listen. First we studied what is soil, what is called soil erosion. Then soil erosion happens by wind, water and also human activities. Then about soil, we studied about soils. Okay, soil is very useful for all living things because supports the growth of plants. Then we all are dependent on plants because for our foods, clothing and shelter. Then it is also home for many organisms. For example, fungi, insects, bats, worms and also bacteria. Okay, next, formation of soil. Okay, children. Formation of soil. The formation of soil happens over a long period of time. Formation of soil happens over a very long period of time. that process by which soil formation takes place, that is called weathering. That is called weathering. Okay, weathering, what is now what about weathering? Weathering is a very slow and gradual process during which the parent rock breaks down into fine particles. Okay, weathering is the process. It is very slow and gradual process. During this process, the parent rock breaks down into fine particles. Okay, the large rocks are initially broken down into small pieces. The large rocks are initially broken down into small pieces by natural events. For example, earthquakes. Okay, then the process of weathering is carried further by other agents like temperature changes. The process of weathering is carried further by other agents like temperature changes, then frost, water, wind, and living organism. Okay, then that is the formation of soil takes 200 to 400 years for the formation of just 1 centimeter of topsoil. Formation of soil takes 200 to 400 years just 1 centimeter of topsoil formation. Okay, children. Then we study about soil is composed of 3 layers. Soil is composed of 3 layers. Yes, topsoil, then subsoil, bedrock. Topsoil, subsoil, then bedrock. Okay, topsoil na enna? What is called topsoil? The uppermost layer of soil. Subsoil, just below the topsoil. Okay, light colored layer, but the topsoil dark in color. Rich in humus, ஈரப்பதம் அதிகமாக இருக்கும். Then topsoil is the most fertile layer. Okay, fertile layer, வளமுள்ள layer. Okay, humus is formed. How humus is formed? Dead and decaying parts of plants and animals. Yes. Then below the topsoil, subsoil. Then below the subsoil, there is a layer of lumps of parent rock. Below this is a non-porous, unweathered bedrock. Okay, children. Next, erosion by wind. Soil erosion by wind. Okay. Look at this. Soil erosion by wind. That is wind erosion. Topsoil is easily carried away by strong winds. You see, topsoil is easily carried away by strong winds. Strong winds வீசிட்டு பலத்த காற்று வீசும்போது மேலே உள்ள லேயர் எல்லாமே என்ன செய்ய அடித்து செல்லப்படுகிறது காற்றின் மூலமாக. எஸ், எரோஷன் டியூ டு விண்ட் is the greatest in areas where there is less vegetation. Listen, erosion due to wind is the greatest in area where there is less vegetation. You see here, less vegetation. Yes, so the erosion due to wind is the greatest in areas. Plantation restricts soil erosion by wind. Plantation restricts soil erosion by wind. Yes or no? So that we plant more trees. Okay, you see soil erosion by wind, how it is. Next we study about soil erosion by water. Soil erosion by water. Okay, heavy rain or running water, that one washes away the topsoil, causing soil erosion. Yes, heavy rain, நல்ல மழை பெய்யுது, அப்படி இல்லைன்னா நல்ல ஓடுற தண்ணியில் அந்த டாப் சாயில் ஃபுல்லு என்ன செய்யுது அடித்து செல்லப்படுகிறது. எஸ், காசிங் சாயில் எரோஷன். ஹெவி சாயில் எரோஷன் அக்கார்ஸ் இன் ஹில்லி ஏரியாஸ். ஹில்லி ஏரியாஸ், இந்த மலைப்பகுதிகளில் வந்து ஹெவி சாயில் எரோஷன்ஸ் அக்கார்ஸ், அதிக அளவில் மண் அரிமானம் ஏற்படுகிறது. பிகாஸ் river water flows faster on the slopes. River water flows faster on the slopes and washes away the fertile soil, that is the top soil. On reaching the plains, the river slows down its flow and the soil thus carried is deposited at the bottom of the river. All the soil is carried, that is deposited at the bottom of the river. So that process is called silting. That is called silting. Okay. If the erosion in the hilly areas continues for a longer time, the amount of soil spread in the plains over the years will be huge. The amount of soil spread in the plains over the years will be huge. So this can make the river change its course. Okay. So soil erosion causes water pollution. So it can also lead to landslides. So a landslide is moving of loose rocks down a slope of a hill or mountain. So this results in the loss of life and property. Landslide is moving of loose rocks down a slope of a hill or mountain. So this results in the loss of life and also property. Okay. So you look at this soil erosion by water. Look at this one, children. Okay. Now erosion due to human activities. Now we studied erosion by wind, erosion by water. Now we are studying about soil erosion due to human activities. Listen, we need wood for many purposes. Yes, to meet the demand of wood, man has been cutting down trees in the forest. Listen, to meet the demand of wood, man has been cutting down trees in the forest. So the cutting down of all the trees in the area, that is called deforestation. எங்கெல்லாம் காடுகள் அழிக்கப்படுகிறதோ அதுதான் என்னது deforestation. Okay. It is the major cause of soil erosion. இதுதான் soil erosionக்கு காரணமா அமைகிறது. When trees are cut down, the soil becomes loose and is easily carried out. எப்போ மரங்கள் வெட்டப்படுகிறதோ அப்போ அந்த பகுதியில் இருக்கக்கூடிய மண்ணின் தன்மை என்ன செய்கிறது, லூஸ் ஆகி அது சீக்கிரத்தில் என்ன செய்யப்படுகிறது, அடித்து செல்லப்படுகிறது. மழை நீரினால் வெள்ளப்பெருக்கினால் அவைகள் என்ன செய்யப்படுகிறது, அடித்து செல்லப்படுகிறது. தென் ஓவர் கிரேசிங் பை அனிமல்ஸ், மாடுகளை அதிக அளவில் நம்ம மேய்ச்சிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா in a particular area makes the land barren. Okay, this too also results in soil erosion. Okay children, next blowing of farmland also loosens the soil. இந்த farmland நம்ம நல்லா உள்றோம் அப்படின்னா அதன் மூலமாக soil loose ஆகுது. So wind and water can easily carry this loosened soil away. Yes, sometimes soil is left bare for a long time after harvesting. This unprotected soil can be easily blown away. Soil is left bare for a long time after harvesting. This unprotected soil also can be easily blown away. Okay. Next we study about soil conservation. Soil conservation, that is nature took million of years to form soil. Nature took million of years to form soil. It is our responsibility to preserve and protect the soil. Yes. So the term conservation means the steps taken to protect our natural environment. The protection of soil from erosion, that is called soil conservation. மண் அரிமானத்திலிருந்து நம்ம என்ன செய்கிறது, பாதுகாக்கிறது. எப்படி? Planting trees or forestation, அதிக அளவில் மரங்களை என்ன செய்கிறது, நடுறது. You see, felling of trees or deforestation is one of the main reasons for soil erosion. So afforestation is an effective method to prevent the soil erosion, to protect the soil erosion. Yes. So roots of the plants, that plant roots hold the soil particles together. So that protects the soil from being carried away by wind and also water. Trees, then grasses, hedges, bushes along the boundaries of farmlands shield the topsoil and prevent the soil erosion. Okay children. Okay. So this class we studied about soil erosion and how we protect the soil, that is soil conservation. Yes, soil erosion happens by wind and all water and also human activities. Then soil conservation, that is we have to plant more trees. Okay, so when we plant more trees we can protect the soil from soil erosion. Okay children, okay, now I will give the reading practice. We will see some questions with answer. That what is afforestation and its advantages? Afforestation helps to address all the issues of soil erosion and barren land at the same time. Yes, helps to address all the issues of soil erosion and also barren land at the same time. And then trees act as wind barriers, thereby weakening the speed of the wind, then reducing its impact, takam, and the ability to carry big soil particles. Okay. Now, what are the methods of afforestation? Afforestation can be done through tree planting, then seedling, naturally or artificially. Similarly, reforestation can be considered a form of afforestation. So, reforestation is the alteration of a non-forested area to a forested area through tree planting and also seedling. Okay. Now, look at this. I will give the reading practice. Soil erosion takes place when the uppermost layer of the soil gets carried away by natural agents like wind, rain, floods. This carrying away of the topsoil from one place to another by natural agents is called soil erosion. Deforestation is the major cause of soil erosion. When the fertile topsoil is eroded, the less fertile subsoil comes to the surface, which leads to a fall in crop production. Gradually, the land loses its fertility and becomes barren. So, activities like deforestation and overgrazing by animals also contribute towards soil erosion. Okay. Now, all of you open your mouth and read this one. Soil erosion takes place when the uppermost layer of the soil gets carried away by natural agents like wind, rains and floods. This carrying away of the topsoil from one place to another by natural agents is called soil erosion. Deforestation is the major cause of soil erosion. When the fertile topsoil is eroded, the less fertile subsoil comes to the surface, which leads to a fall in crop production. Gradually, the land loses its fertility and becomes barren. Activities like deforestation and overgrazing by animals also contribute towards soil erosion. Okay, children? Okay. So, today's class is very important topic. Yes, we discussed about soil erosion and conservation. It is much important in our life. Okay, children, whatever you studied, you keep in your mind. Okay, children, we will meet again in the next video. Thank you all.